YouTube land, amongst the interwebs. Welcome to another episode of Coffee on the Coast. My name is Jason Prigge, and this show is not about me. It is about entrepreneurship. And so you can see above me right now, I've got two wonderful people in Todd Nilson and Ann from Progress Lakeshore. Hi, guys. How you doing?
Great, Jason. Good to see you.
Good to see you guys. So, Ann, we were talking before I went live here about a couple of things that we want to accomplish today. And I just want to premise this whole video by saying entrepreneurship is alive and well on the Lakeshore. It's alive and well on the coolest coast. And there's some wonderful events coming up. If you have a business idea that you've been sitting on for many years, if you have something in your heart that you think is going to change somebody's life, this is the time to listen right now. So take your fingers out of your ears and let's listen to what these two wonderful folks have to say and what is happening.
Great, Jason. Thanks for that wonderful introduction. So Progress Lakeshore and our friend Todd Nilson, we have worked for a long time on helping people start their business, helping young entrepreneurs or early entrepreneurs grow their business. And we're in a unique position right now to offer some additional support for the first time. We will be offering a pitch contest or pitch competition November 15th. But we have some training and some courses and some tips and tricks leading up to that we want to make sure people have an opportunity to take advantage of.
Absolutely, Ann. And I'm really excited to be working with you on this. We have a couple of other partners who are in the mix, who are involved, including Jeffrey Soxie with Raleigh Point Economic Advising, who has obviously been involved with the Light Up the Lakeshore Business Idea competitions. He's an amazing guy, and he's done just tireless work trying to engage high school students in particular around bringing their business ideas to life. Also, Ryan Kauth, who was formerly one of the lecturers or instructors around entrepreneurship at the UWM system. He is now working at, the bank is escaping my brain at the moment, but he's a local guy who has been deeply embroiled in entrepreneurship and new business ideas since the beginnings. Ever since I've lived here the past couple of years, he's been a real voice in the community around that. And of course, Progress Lakeshore, which is a champion of building new businesses and helping businesses to thrive here in Manitowoc County. The event, we're calling it Level Up, Manitowoc County's Ultimate Pitch Contest. I feel like we should have like one of those booming voices.
We should.
But yeah, thanks for putting this up on the screen, Jason. So we'll kind of look around this a little bit here. But yeah, so this is it. And it's going to be November the 15th at 6 p.m. at Progress Lakeshore in Manitowoc. Also going to be hybrid for those of you that may be sensitive to being in an in-person, indoors environment. It'll also be a hybridized kind of event where we'll have a virtual component to it. But we're going to be putting together, and Ann referred to this, something called the Perfect Your Pitch Workshop Series. And Ann, you want to talk a little bit about what that series is all about?
Sure. So we have done, actually, I want to clarify, we have done a pitch contest for a few years previous to this. And we learned a lot about our entrepreneurs in Manitowoc County and about pitching your business idea. And one of the things that we found was that people sometimes hesitated to pitch their idea or get involved because they weren't sure what a pitch was. They were certain they didn't know what needed to go into a pitch. They just weren't comfortable enough to stand up in front of a panel of judges and say, this is my really cool idea. But if that's all that was holding them back, we felt we really could do something to help them. So we've built a series of workshops around the criteria that the judges are looking at when they are judging this pitch contest.
Yeah, so there are four areas of ideas. Oh, yeah, he's got them up on the screen here. This is great.
Yep, go ahead, Todd. I'm sorry.
Oh, not at all. So starting in October, each Monday at 6 o'clock, we're going to do a 90-minute session, and we'll have a speaker who's going to be championing a particular element of your business pitch. So if you've never done a pitch before, if you have no idea what's involved with putting one of these things together, we will help you. We're going to help you. We're going to give you an unfair advantage to participate in the pitch that happens on the 15th. And that pitch is part of something larger too. And we'll get into that in just a minute. But the topics on those 4 weeks, starting the 4th of October and then going the 11th, the 18th, and the 25th, are, first of all, the first one is about idea validation. And we have an amazing guy, Ryan Kauth, who's going to be leading off that discussion. And he's worked with dozens, if not hundreds, of entrepreneurs who've had one idea or another, anything ranging from a little tiny small mom and pop business to a world-changing app that's going to take the world by storm. He's been involved in that. He's been involved in a lot of pitch events and judged a lot of pitch events. So he's somebody you're not going to want to miss. So if you're going to sign up for this, you want to be there for the 4th because he's going to be incredible. And then from there on, we've got for the 11th, we've got economic feasibility and market growth strategy and scalability of your idea. That's going to be super important too for moving forward. Can this idea make money? And is this one lemonade stand, or is it a bigger idea entirely? Then the 18th is going to be public speaking and your pitch deck. And that's going to be me talking about putting together a great pitch deck, because obviously I run a marketing firm. I do a lot of this stuff on a day-to-day basis. I know what flies and what doesn't. And it's all about communicating your ideas clearly, and especially in a pitch like this, with as few words as possible. But pictures are great, but being able to convey your credibility and being able to speak intelligently about what you do. I think we're trying to line up a public speaking specialist for that. And so stay tuned for more information on that. This is still, you guys are hearing it first here. This is the launch. This is the exciting launch of everything. And then finally on the 25th is going to be pitch practice. And that's where we put it all together. We've given you some concentrated learning around putting together a great pitch. And this is your opportunity to get up in front of a group of friendly listeners who want to know about your business idea and who want to give you constructive ideas about constructive criticism about it, and then put you in a position where you can practice that, where you can hone that and get even better at it. Did I miss anything, Ann?
No, that is fantastic. So yeah, just to reiterate, the first day is idea validation. The second day is more about the monetizing it, the economic feasibility, the scalability. How big can you get? Yeah, is it going to make money? Because most people who actually do something as a business want to make money. Otherwise, they might just do it as a hobby. The third day, again, as Todd was talking about, the pitch deck. The pitch deck is the actual presentation part, much like a PowerPoint or something else, and the public speaking part. So that's the mechanics of how you get your message out. The first 2 days are about the kinds of information you want in your message. But then that fourth day, you get to practice, you get some feedback, you will get questions, and that's important too, to practice how to answer questions that the judges and others might offer you. So those are the 4 days in October, but then
there is more.
There is more. We have an opportunity for those who are really pursuing the pitch, the Level Up Pitch Contest. Matthew Keys is providing some information to all sorts of people who are participating in pitches throughout our region. We are part of an 18-county region called the New North that is having pitch contests all over the place. And so they are all getting this information from Matthew Keys, some tips and tricks and guidance. So it will probably be valuable to hear that as well.
And if I could just interject, so Matthew is an amazing guy. He's done a lot of pitches. He's seen a lot of pitches. He is a master storyteller. And so, yeah, as much as we're offering expertise around building that pitch, he's going to sort of put the cherry on top of the sundae there.
Right.
And so I think it's going to be really important to catch that as well.
I will say that what our other regions don't have that we have is that whole Sunday underneath. So we're trying to do a lot more to get people to the point where they really want to embrace this opportunity. Now, why would you want to do a pitch? You want to feel out what the market's about, who's interested, is this going to get some traction? And in this particular case, if you win, you can win some money. You can win $1,000. Second place also has a cash prize. But even beyond that, you will be in front of an audience of people who might be able to help you down the road, an audience of bankers and accountants and attorneys and all sorts of different professionals, potentially investors, those are the people you want the ear of. And we can bring those to you in this pitch contest.
And Jason, I mean, you and I both know as startup people, who both have started up our own businesses. I mean, the reason to do a business pitch like this is because sometimes the thing that we've got rattling around in the back of our head, if we don't bring it out of our mouths and tell somebody about what's involved with it, it doesn't come out right. You got to validate it.
It drives you crazy. It keeps you up at night. If you've got a great idea or something and you don't know how to speak well to it. Now, we've all heard the term elevator pitch. And what this is really kind of like an elevator pitch on steroids. So if you don't win this contest, or if you don't, get an investor right away, it is excellent practice, because you never know when you're going to be on an elevator with someone who can change your life, or at a dinner with someone who can change your life. And being eloquent and being really precise and concise about what you want to say about your business and those key points that people are looking to hear, whether they're bankers or venture capitalists or whatever, super important. So I love this whole thing, like being able to be coached and critiqued, and then being able to actually have experience and go in front of actual people to hear your pitch with a chance to win money. But even more than money is a chance to improve your craft. There's so many things that have been pitched in the front end that then turn into different products. And so somebody may hear your pitch, and it could be a future investor that says, hey, I've got a way to just tweak that a little bit, and the next thing you know, you're in business. There's all sorts of examples like that throughout the business world. This is a fantastic opportunity for anyone out there who's got an idea for a new key ring, or a new mouse, or a new hand sanitizer wipe. Anything that you have is a good business idea if you get it past the right people, if you get in front of the right people. And so I just love this. I'm not trying to hijack this show, but I'm very passionate about this, as you know, Todd. And
I know you are. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Amen, man. Amen. Can I share a quick story about a past business pitch competition? So just to help you get an idea about like what this means for you as an individual to participate in this. I mean, Jason is absolutely right. It's not necessarily about winning, the cash prizes are wonderful. It's terrific. It would let you get a business off the ground or get a start, and then you compete at the bigger competition up in Green Bay if you win to go on for this. But a couple of years back, when Jeff Soxie put on the Light Up the Lakeshore Business Idea competition, the winner of that competition was a young woman by the name of Maria Aaron Komar, and she had an idea for a wedding app to put together. And she was not a developer, but she had this idea because she'd been involved with wedding planning and really loved it. She was the one who came to the training sessions, and it was just a single training session, but she practiced her pitch in front of me and a couple of other people that weren't going to be her judges, but we were involved in the competition. We knew a little bit about pitching a business idea. She was the winner. She was the only one that showed up at the training. And I think it has everything to do with having that practice and having someone with you along the way to give that feedback. And then something else about Maria, she went on to other business idea competitions and got people to invest in her idea. And she is still continuing with that entrepreneurial work to this day, even though she's going and taking a day job, which I think is another good slice of life where you may have that business idea. That business idea might be a side hustle until it's not anymore. And then it becomes a primary business that you do. So it really is about the journey of doing this, getting the experience of doing this, and not only meeting maybe a potential investor along the way, but other entrepreneurs who are on this same trip as you are. So I am just as passionate about this too, man, believe me.
Yeah. So let's give everybody the details. Oh, I'm sorry, Ann, go ahead.
No, that's okay. I just said I think this is fantastic. We're all three very excited, And I know that there are people out in our community who are going to be just as excited.
So let's give them the details here on how they can take part in this. Here I've put up a little placard here. To register, go to progresslakeshore.org/perfect-your-pitch. And another slash there. And for more information, you can just get in touch with Ann. She's super nice, and she will help you out. And her email is right there on the bottom. We also have a link in the description of this video that will take you to a web page with all the deets, all the details. So is there anything else that we haven't covered?
No, again, I want to just reiterate the progresslakeshore.org events Perfect Your Pitch is where you're going to find the information, or just email me. I'd be happy to help you out. We at Progress Lakeshore will help you out whether you want to do the Perfect Your Pitch, the pitch contest, or whether you just want to talk about your business idea. That is what we do. And I know that Todd has a lot of resources too. So if you are interested in pursuing a business idea, take a jump, take a leap, talk to us. It's free of charge.
I love that. And yeah, you guys are a terrific resource. I did want to share one more little Easter egg of goodness that's involved with this event. So we've got the 4 training days, the workshop days in the month of October, and then the event is on the 15th, and then in between then is the Matthew Key presentation. But there's like 2 weeks in between then, and you may be thinking, "Oh my gosh, how do I get my pitch ready? Am I going to have? I've gone through all this stuff. What if I get stuck? What if I need to practice again?" We got you covered. So the first week of November is going to be practice week, and so that week we'll be working with you through the week if you want to kind of shoot your idea back past us again. But that Friday the 5th, we can offer virtual practice sessions to anybody that just wants one-on-one practice with their pitch idea, or even to kind of get together in a group and talk together. We're going to leave that a little fluid. That there'll be more details about that event as we go. And then the second thing, the second week of November, right before the event, we're going to be doing that's tips week. We're going to be doing one-on-one virtual coaching and offering tips and ideas to just kind of jack up that the pitch to the next level and get it even more exciting.
Awesome. So this is a continuum of care from the beginning of your idea to the end of your idea, and they will not take a percentage of the profits after you get funded. So please, if you have a good business idea, we need good business idea, and we need the next generation of business here on the coolest coast. And I'm going to thank these 2 people right now for making this competition something really special and getting the word out today. So if you have any questions, get in touch with Ann, who's also got another thing to say. Ann, I'm calling. It's like at school.
Right. So I'm going to let you know that when you go to our website at progresslakeshore.org and look at the Perfect Your Pitch information, you will see you have an opportunity to look at the videos from last year's pitch competition. And I'm going to tell you that one of those pitches won our local pitch contest and won the New North pitch contest at Lambeau Field. Let's see if you can pick out which one.
Very cool. Thank you guys so much for joining me today and giving us all this wonderful information. I appreciate everything you do for business on the Lakeshore, and let's keep it moving, people. Let's get those business ideas out there, out of your head and out into the universe so you can sleep at night and maybe make a couple bucks in the interim. Thanks so much, folks.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Jason.